Hello, and welcome back to Golden Sounds Records. Today, we will discuss aspects from Chapter 7, Managing Performance, but more specifically Management and Performance, and we will also discuss aspects from Chapter 8, Rewarding and Recognizing Employees, but more specifically Rewards and Bonuses. To begin with, performance management is a set of integrated management practices. This systems approach helps improve the organization's ability to get the right things done and also increases employee job satisfaction by involving them in teamwork and in key decisions affecting their job. The management practices mentioned above are setting clear expectations, having specific standards of performance, providing supportive and helpful coaching, focusing on accomplishments, recognizing and celebrating good performance, and creating action plans to improve performances if necessary. There are certain steps to follow for an effective system. 1. Clarifying the work and objectives to be accomplished. 2. Setting goals and planning the performance. 3. Regular and frequent coaching. 4. Reviewing the performances. And 5. Recognizing and rewarding performances if need be. Although the system in place does look effective, it could still fail. For example, performance management can be seen as a punishment tool. The system is also perceived to belong to the HR department. The system isn't linked to other processes such as rewards and succession planning. Performance reviews can be seen as unpleasant for the employees, or they are confused as to how they will be assessed. Lastly, continuous coaching and frequent feedback are not done. At Golden Sounds Records, we inform our employees ahead of time about the work and objectives to be accomplished. We then set the goals we want to reach and plan the performance according to them. We coach our employees frequently to make sure they are doing their job properly, and we also review their work. After reviewing, we acknowledge the workers who go far and beyond for the company and reward those who deserve it. Performance reviews serve 4 purposes. They are compensation purposes, administrative purposes, developmental purposes, and they also serve as a measurement of performance. There are 3 different methods to conduct a performance review. They are trait methods, behavior methods, and results methods. The trait methods are used to measure the extent an employee possesses certain characteristics. Advantages for this method includes how inexpensive it is to develop, its use of meaningful dimensions, and it is quite easy to use. The disadvantages include high potential for errors, it isn't useful for employee counseling, it isn't useful for allocating rewards, and it isn't useful for promoting decisions. Behavior methods use a behavioral checklist, behavioral anchored rating scale, and behavioral observation scales. Its advantages are they use specific performance dimensions, they are acceptable to employees, it is useful for providing feedback, and it is fair for reward promotion decisions. Unfortunately, this method can be time-consuming to develop and to use, as well as being costly, and it does have potential for rating errors. Results methods measures productivity, such as scale volumes and the number of units produced without defects. There are less chances of being biased with these methods. They are acceptable to employees and to superiors too. It links individual performances to organizational performance, and it encourages mutual goal setting as it is also good for reward and promotion decisions. Although it seems like the best option, it is quite time-consuming to develop and to use. It may only encourage short-term perspective, it may use a contaminated or deficient criteria. At Golden Sounds, we evaluate our employees twice a year using a mix of the 3 methods to better evaluate our employees. Employee rewards can be financial or non-financial. If they are financial, they can either be direct, affecting hourly wage, salary, and bonuses, or they can be indirect, affecting benefits. If the reward is non-financial, it is most likely going to be an employee recognition program, flexible work hours, or any other program that provides value to the employee in exchange for their efforts. By linking rewards to objectives, the company can have a higher performance, and the structure of the rewards framework can motivate employees and align with business objectives. Employee benefits are indirect rewards on behalf of employees to improve the quality of their work and personal lives. The benefits can be mandatory or voluntary. When linking benefits to rewards, we need to consider that the types and amounts of benefits need to be based on specific objectives, and that primary objectives of benefits are to improve employee satisfaction and maintain a favorable competitive position. The mandatory benefits include employment insurance, workers' compensation insurance, provincial hospital and medical services, as well as leaves without pay. Voluntary benefits would be health and welfare insurance, retirement and pension plans, pay for time not worked, and leaves of absence, to name a few. At Golden Sands, we offer employee rewards such as bonuses and flexible work hours, the required benefits, and we also offer retirement and pension plans as well as health and welfare insurance. To conclude, the theory is quite similar to real life and is applicable in any company.